Hello, Nadine here today, and I'm going to be creating a card, and I'm also going to be using or showing you a resist technique using the new StazOn pigment ink. So that will be fun. Let's get started here with all of these products that I'm going to be using. First, I'm just going to start with my card front, and then using a stencil, I'm going to use some purple tape on the back of that just to stick my stencil down. Like so. And then using VersaFine Clair, this is the cheerful color, and a jumbo dauber. So just starting into the center, just going in a circular motion. Okay. And then I'm just going to run it out through each one of the rays. Okay, then just remove the stencil. And that will look like. And then I'm going to clean my stencil using the StazOn all-purpose stamp cleaner. Just spray that right on, and then just using a paper towel and clean it right off. Now that my stencil is all clean, I'm going to place it right back in the exact same place that it just was. And then using the StazOn pigment, this is Snowflake, into the center. I'm going to do the pouncing again. And then just continue until I have all of the area covered. Now that that is done, I'm going to remove the stencil again, and then I will clean the stencil again with the StazOn stamp cleaner. So now I'm going to set that aside, and now what I need to do is make a mask. In order to make a mask, I have a piece of cardstock, which is the exact same size as what my base is. You can use any kind of cardstock. And then I'm going to run it through my Creative Station, and I have repositionable adhesive in here, so that will make this so it'll be a mask for me. Okay, now that I've ran it through the Xyron Creative Station, I'm just going to press it down, make sure it's good and stuck. Peel the top layer off, and then using a die, this is a butterfly die that I have from Spellbinders. You can really use any kind of die with this. Kind of figure out where I want it onto my card. And just hold it into place with a few washi tape, a little bit of washi tape, and then I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine, which there we go. So that is the outside mask, but this particular die, it actually is meant to use, there's like a thin layer around each butterfly that isn't, I need to use that. That's not what I want to use on this particular project. I actually want the outside, but I also need that part. So the way I'm going to that to work, and these are great to use to keep just for any particular thing that you may want to do for another craft project, which I'll probably use for something. So to make sure that I have this laid down right where I want it, I'm going to just peel the backing off. There we go. So now that I have the backing still pretty much into place, I can just lay this down where I'm going to want it onto my card front. Just push in each one of these little dots so I can stick it into place. Okay, so now I'm going to take the outside pieces. Okay, now that I have my mask all into place, I'm going to use the VersaFine Clair. This is Summertime. And with the jumbo dauber again. And I'm just going to go right over the top of my butterflies. So now I'm just going to remove all the masking now. So now when you look at the butterflies, you can see the yellow rays still coming through. See that on the camera? So it creates a resist. Now I'm going to take some of these butterflies that were out and just randomly lay them down. And now that I got those onto the back, I'm going to go back with the VersaFine Clair and the Cheerful, and then with a pretty light hand and the Jumbo Dauber, I'm going to go back over my card. There we go. That is how you create that resist with the StazOn. Here is another one. I used the VersaFine Clair in Warm Breeze and also the StazOn pigment in the Snowflake. I did the same thing. So at first I did the VersaFine Clair in the Warm Breeze all over using a stencil, and then I did the StazOn pigment in Snowflake right over that, and then on the one side I used the solid of the VersaFine Clair. So that's what it looks like with just using the same color. You can see how you get that same look where it's lighter and then darker. But because I did it opposite, where I did a lighter color with the orange with the more pigment on top, it gives it a different look. Okay, so now I took a Hello die and I cut it out 4 times, and using my On Point glue, I am going to stack these dies up on one another. On Point glue is great for really fine dies like this, so you can just kind of go right over the top of it. Follow the lines because of that really fine tip that's on there. Okay, now I'm going to take a Jelly Roll pen and I'm just going to go around the outside of each one of my butterflies. Now this next part I actually meant to do before I took the mask off, but one of the great things about the new Sheer Shimmer sticks, it has a dauber top, so I can put it exactly where I want it, even though I already messed up and removed my mask. And I just wanted to add this one. This is the Frost. After you shake it and make sure you get it all mixed in well, you just want to dab it onto a paper towel just to make sure you don't get a lot running out, and then just add it right to where you want it. Okay, so I just want it on the butterflies. So there we go. You see that sparkle on there? I'm going to just kind of lay this on here where I think I'm going to want it. So with the hello, and then this is a stamp that says my friend. Looks about right where I'm going to want it. I'm going to stamp that with the StazOn pigment in Piano Black. Okay, so I've added some sequences to my card, and now I'm going to take some Irresistible in Pico Embellisher. This is in Shimmer, and I shook it up because you want to get that mica powder all mixed in there well, the mica. And then just before you start, just squirt it onto a paper towel just to make sure you get those bubbles out. And then I'm just going to go right over the top of the sentiment. This will give it a glossy shimmer look on there, and also give it a little bit more dimension. Sometimes when it goes on, it could go on a little white looking, but once it dries, it will be completely clear with a little bit of shimmer. Okay, there we go. My card is completed. You can see all the sparkle on there. So even for more inspiration, please visit imaginecrafts.com. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so and hit the like button as well. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.